Okay, so our next comedian is a former executive for Showtime Networks. He lives in
warm to everyone.
Welcome,
Fantastic job.
Thank you, Jonathan.
They do that.
Thank you. I am what you would call a dog person. Love dogs, always have. And, you know, I think we have probably a lot of people that are dog people out there tonight. I mean, man's best friend, right?
JT.
I think the reason that they are man's best friends, they figured it out early on. I mean, back in the day, all animals were wild animals, right? But dogs thought, you know what? If we want to stay in the house, and if we want to get fed on a regular basis, well, we have to leave the animal behavior behind, and we have to, you know, show a little charm. They did. Other animals didn't, and that's how that worked out. That's why he says, hey, I would love a pet. You know, his parents, it's highly unlikely that on his birthday, his parents are going to surprise him with like a raccoon. No. Right? I'll tell you, the thing is, we treat dogs much better than we ever treat our real best friends, right? And we let dogs get away with anything. I mean, you would never put up with your real best friend coming over and just chewing the hell out of your favorite pair of shoes, right? You would never let a real friend come over to your house and drag their butt across the living room carpet. Dogs usually do that when there's a whole house full of people. Crazy to put a real friend on a leash and lead them around the neighborhood in the morning so that they could do their business. Thanks for dogs, though. It's crazy. Dogs are special, I guess, especially now with the internet. I mean, we have dogs singing and playing the piano with their paws. I don't need a dog to do any of that. All I expect from a dog is to not pee in the house and not bark at the neighbors. That would be a very special dog in my book. We have a dog, you know, her name is Bella, and she's a very expensive dog, which is old. You know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, I don't care what kind of breed of dog you have. When they get old, they all get expensive. She's not moving very fast these days. You know, she's completely blind in one eye, can't see very well out of the other. And the other morning, my wife noticed a growth on her good eye. Why she couldn't get a growth on her bad eye, I don't know. In this situation, right? Called up the vet. He said, yes, you should bring her in and we'll have our ophthalmologist take a look at her. And I'm going, ophthalmologist on staff at the vet these days. You know, I was totally unaware that dogs needed their own eye doctor. You know, I was talking about a dog ophthalmologist. Yes, it's a thing. I blame the misconception on the fact that you so rarely see a dog wearing glasses. Of course, you got to take him in, right? Now, I don't know whether you've been to a vet recently, but, you know, things have changed. It used to be, you know, these are practical people. They work with animals all day, right? You take an old dog in and you say, Doc, what does she have? And you look down and go, you know, this is an old dog. And if you take the advice I'm about to give you, well, she has about 15 minutes. I mean, that's it. They put him to sleep, right? I mean, that was the way it was done. Now, of course, they have us convinced that these dogs are actually members of our family. Yeah. And putting a dog to sleep or, you know, just letting nature take its course, that's kind of like pulling the plug on old Uncle Henry, you know? I mean, unthinkable, I guess. About an hour after we dropped Bella off, we got another call from the vet. He said, we were giving Bella her pre-op examination, and we noticed that she has a heart murmur. I'm going, well, Doc, yeah, she's an old dog, you know, and at some point, a heart is going to murmur. That's true. We think that she should see our cardiologist for an EKG prior to the procedure, just to be on the safe side. I'm going EKG. I'm thinking, I see the bill for this. I'm the one that's going to need the cardiologist. Of course, we said, yeah, got to do that, right? And you'll be glad to know that.
I said, but if you love your dog,
she did make it through the afternoon. we went over there to pick her up later on. The place is packed, right? You got people and pets everywhere, and finally made it up to the receptionist, and I said, we're here to pick up Bella. And she got on the mic, and here's what we heard on the PA throughout the place. Bella's parents are here to pick her up. Parents, apparently, when I was out of town, my wife secretly gave birth to a Cocker Spaniel. Well, we picked her up and took her home. She's doing fine, according to the vet, and her ophthalmologist, and her new cardiologist. We didn't have to see the podiatrist. I'm just telling you this because, I'm just trying to get a handle on the situation. We love Bella to death. She's costing us a fortune. And the sad news is that, she's going to pass away one of these days, regardless of how much money we spend in the meantime. And that'll be a sad day. It'll be like losing a best friend. Mm-hmm. If your best friend is the type that drags their butt across the living room. That's it, folks. Tails wagging.